homework. Here I am going to take class 10 light reflection and refraction part 3. In part 2 we already studied about real image, virtual image, convergence and divergence of light, and another one is important terms related to spherical mirror. So let's go to the video. First of all, in this video we are going to learn about sign conventions for the reflection by spherical mirrors. These sign conventions are related with the spherical mirror. Okay. Now I am drawing a diagram of a ray diagram related with the concave mirror. The midpoint is P. Midpoint of the spherical mirror is P. In part 2 already we studied that. Focus, principal focus, center of curvature, C denotes center of curvature, F denotes principal focus, P denotes port of the spherical mirror. Okay. Another one is the distance between principal focus and pole is known as focal length, and the distance between pole and center of curvature is known as radius of curvature. Okay, this length is known as focal length, and this much length is known as radius of curvature of the spherical mirror. Okay, after that, first sign convention. In the case of spherical mirror, first sign convention is many distances are given here. Focal length is given, radius of curvature is given here. Okay, then here first sign convention giving that first one is all the distances are measured from the pole of the spherical mirror. We know this is the pole. This point is the pole. Okay. Then from the pole, all distances are measured from the pole of the spherical mirror. That is the first sign convention. Next is the second sign convention. What is the second sign convention coming? Then listen. That is all the distances are measured. All the distances are measured in the direction of incident ray. In the direction of incident ray. This is the direction of incident ray. This is the way of direction of incident ray. The distances measured in the direction of incident ray are taken as positive. Positive. In the direction of incident ray are taken as positive, while the distances measured in the direction of opposite to the direction of the incident ray, opposite to the direction of incident ray are taken as negative. This is the second sign convention. Next is coming third sign convention. Third sign convention is the upward heights, upward distances or upward heights perpendicular to the principal axis. This line joining, this line is the principal axis. We know that in part 2 already we understood that this line is principal axis. Perpendicular to the principal axis, the upward heights perpendicular to the principal axis are taken as positive, and the downward heights or downward distances perpendicular to the principal axis are taken as negative. These three are the three sign conventions. Three sign conventions are given here. First one, what is the first one? First one, all distances are measured from the pole of the spherical mirror. Second one, the distance is measured in the direction of incident ray are taken as positive, while the distance is measured in the direction of opposite to the direction of the incident ray are taken as negative. Third one is upward heights or upward distances perpendicular to the principal are taken as positive. Downward heights or downward distances perpendicular to the principal axis are taken as negative. So from this we can say, in the case of concave mirror, the focal length and radius of curvature, focal length and radius of curvature of concave mirror are taken as negative, and focal length and radius of curvature of convex mirror are taken as positive. And another one is the object distance. Object distance, if we are keeping this object on the principal axis, the object distance measuring from pole. So object distance taken as negative. So object distance is measuring from the pole, that is opposite to the incident ray is measuring this object distance from the pole. So object distance taken as negative here. This much sign conventions, children. Next is about the relation between focal length and radius of curvature. In your textbook given one equation, that is one expression, important expression related with the focal length and radius of curvature. See. We know focal length is denoted by small letter f and radius of curvature denoted with capital letter R. So, equation given like this, f is equal to R by 2. This is the relation between focal length and radius of curvature. This is the relation between focal length and radius of curvature. F is equal to R by 2, where F is the focal length and R is the radius of curvature. Or we can write this equation like this way also. R is equal to 2F. R is equal to 2F, or F is equal to 2R by 2. F is equal to R by 2, or R is equal to 2F also we can write. So study these two equations. Rearrangement of this equation is this one. F is equal to R by 2 or R is equal to 2F. By using this equation, now I am giving one problem here. Calculate focal length of a concave mirror whose radius of curvature is 32 centimeter. Children, in the given question, you see that is given radius of curvature is given. Radius of curvature is given, that is 32 centimeter. By the sign convention already studied that focal length and radius of curvature are taken as, in the case of concave mirror, the radius of curvature and focal length of the concave mirror are taken as negative. So we are giving a negative sign for the radius of curvature 32 centimeter, negative 32 centimeter by sign convention. In bracket you can write like that. Okay, now here we are using the equation F is equal to R by 2 Okay, F is equal to R by 2. By using this equation, we can solve this problem. So, substituting this value in this equation, negative 32 divided by 2, that is negative 16 centimeter. So, we got a negative value for focal length. That means, in the case of concave mirror, the focal length is taken as negative. So, negative 16 centimeter we got. Another one problem I am giving here. I am giving you one problem here. The focal length of a convex mirror is 15 centimeter. Find its radius of curvature. Okay, this is the question. This problem, do yourself. Okay, in this question given, focal length of a convex mirror is 15 centimeter. You have to find radius of curvature. Capital R you have to find. Here you can use F is equal to R by 2. F is equal to R by 2 or R is equal to 2F. R is equal to 2F. You can use. Okay. Next is about rules for obtaining images formed by spherical mirror. Here 4 rules are there. First one is in the case of concave mirror, I am showing you first of all. Okay, concave mirror, inward curved mirror, then principal axis. This midpoint is P, focus, center of curvature, principal focus, center of curvature. Okay, any ray of light. Okay, listen. First rule is any ray of light traveling. Any ray of light means any incident ray of light traveling parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it passes through principal focus. This is the first rule in the case of concave mirror. Okay, this first rule again giving in the case of convex mirror, that is principal axis, pole, this point is pole, and focus, behind the mirror is focus. In the case of convex mirror, I given already part 2, C, center of curvature. Okay, from this side, incident ray is passing or traveling. Any incident ray traveling parallel to the principal axis. Okay, parallel to the principal axis. After reflection appears like it is coming from focus. Okay, this is in the case of convex mirror. So both case of convex mirror and concave mirror I shown here in the way of ray diagram. What is the first rule? First rule is any incident ray traveling parallel to the principal axis passes or appears to pass through the principal focus after reflection. second rule is first I am giving about concave mirror, focus, center of curvature and pole. Here in this second rule giving that if any incident ray passing through the principal focus after reflection it passes parallel to the principal axis. Listen, any incident ray of light passing through the principal focus after reflection it passes parallel to the principal axis. Okay, and next is in the case of convex mirror. Convex mirror, here again I am drawing principal axis, pole, focus, center of curvature. F, focus, principal focus, C, center of curvature. Here any incident ray is passing through the focus after reflection it passes parallel to the principal axis. Okay, this is over. Second rule is over. Once again I am repeating. What is the second rule? Any incident ray passes through the focus after reflection it passes parallel to the principal axis. Okay, in the case of convex mirror also I given here. Okay, here it is virtual. See, virtual, dotted way given virtual. Next is third rule. In the ray diagram I will show you. Concave mirror, principal axis, focus, center of curvature, pole. Here in this third rule saying that any incident ray passing through the center of curvature after reflection it retraces its path. See, any incident ray passing through the incident ray after reflection it retraces its path, or after reflection reflected back along the same path. Next is about convex mirror. Principal axis, pole, focus, center of curvature. Here, in the case of convex mirror, ray is passing like this, appears. Okay, this is virtual in the case of any ray of light passing through the center of curvature after reflection it retraces its path. Next is fourth rule. Okay, fourth rule. Watch carefully. Fourth rule, that is last one, fourth rule. Concave mirror, pole, focus, center of curvature. Any incident ray traveling obliquely to the principal axis is reflected obliquely after striking a spherical mirror at its pole. Any incident ray of light traveling obliquely to the principal axis is reflected obliquely after striking a spherical mirror at its pole. That is in the case of concave mirror. Next I am drawing in the case of convex mirror. Convex mirror. Here this pole F and C. Here saying the way. Then I am giving an arrow. This is incident ray coming after reflection. It comes like this, reflected ray, like this. Okay, in the case of convex mirror. So both mirrors I drawn completed, concave and convex. These are the 4 rules. Here I am showing 4 rules in slides. In your textbook, these given as representation of images formed by spherical mirrors using ray diagrams. Now I am winding up in this video. I hope all are understood by everything from this video. So subscribe, like, comment and share.